Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Reading. DR49, just do it. I just thought of that slogan. Someone should trademark it. So this is DR49. My voice is a little hoarse, but we shall soldier on. It is 5:30 on the dot. I appreciate you all being here. I did notice last night, I put out a little announcement that I would be here this morning. I did notice that many more people are on Facebook at about 8:45 at night than they are at 5:30 in the morning. So tough. These are morning readings, not evening readings. So hopefully you can catch the replay if you're not joining live. So today's video is called Just Do It, like the Nike slogan, Just Do It. And I'm going to talk about three things in particular. I jotted down. This is as extensive, well, you can't see it, but that's as extensive, hey Matt, as my notes go. We're going to talk about three things: gut preparation, action, and excellence. Those three things. The first thing I want to talk about is gut and preparation. I talk a lot, so the book I'm reading is Relentless, From Good to Great to Unstoppable. And I talk a lot about trusting your gut, trusting your instinct. But what I want you to understand is that you earn that right. You earn the right, you earn the ability to trust your gut and to trust your instinct. And the way that you earn that right is through a lifetime of work. You can't, 15-year-old kid, if you're listening, don't trust your gut. You still have to put in a lifetime of work before you can really and truly start trusting on it and relying on it. You may have an initial gut instinct, which can be okay, but as a young person or as a person who doesn't have all that experience in your life, you got to make sure you have a couple safety nets. You got to make sure you have a really big support team behind you. So again, you have to earn the right to trust your gut. Now, the author here in Relentless, From Good to Great to Unstoppable, he's talking about your gut and taking action. So he says, he's talking about the inability to decide, to make a decision. Well, it is in preparation. He says, thinking doesn't achieve outcomes, only action does. So again, he's saying thinking, you think about something, you visualize, nothing's getting done. You actually have to do something about it. So thinking doesn't achieve outcomes, only action does. This is the most important part. Prepare yourself with everything you'll need to succeed, then act. You don't need 100 people to back you up and be your safety net. Your preparation and your instincts are your safety net. It's going back to that idea. Your preparation, the ability to trust your gut, the ability to trust your instinct is developed. It's earned, it's learned through preparation. How do you prepare? Well, if you're preparing for life, this is how you prepare. You get up early, or you get up at the same time every day. You start your day on the right foot every time. You hold the door for people. You read. You surround yourself with people who are much more intelligent than you and much better than you, and that way they're going to pull you. I talked a little bit about push motivation and pull motivation. Push motivation is someone sitting on the sidelines pushing you into the fire. Pull motivation, you can fabricate this. Surround yourself with people who are going to pull you and stretch you to be better. That's how you prepare yourself in every aspect of your life. He says you can't rely on others to jump up and make your dreams happen. They have their own dreams, and this is really important too. They have their own dreams. They're not worrying about yours. People might be willing to help if they can, but ultimately it's on you. And this is something that I've not come to grips with, that I've really processed. So in my journey, there are so many people that help me, so many people that I'm thankful for, so many people that I'm grateful for. But at the end of the day, not one single person, nobody wants my dreams to happen more than I want. Nobody is going to go that extra mile, stay up extra late, get up every single morning so I can provide for my wife and my kids the life I want to provide for them. No one else cares about that as much as I do. So surround yourself with those people. Surround yourself with an awesome supporting cast, but understand that you are responsible for you. I want to give my wife and my kids a dream life. I want to do that more than you want to do that for me. So yes, surround yourself with the right people. Surround yourself with an awesome crowd, but understand it's on you. This next idea is about taking action, just doing it. So You have a decision to make today. Imagine that, a decision. You don't make it today. Okay, great. You go to bed, you have one decision hanging over your head. Tomorrow, you have another decision. Because of your indecision, because of your lack of action, you don't make that decision. Man, you go to bed that night worrying about 2 things. The next day, number 3, the same thing. And then by the end of the 5th day, you have 5 things hanging over your head. And then instead of, visualizing here, analogy, and then instead of having one step hanging over your head, you now have 5 steps. You're at the base of a mountain looking up thinking, man, accomplishing those 5 things, making those 5 decisions is way too much for me. So I'm just not going to make any because it's easier that way. By staying in, a couple of videos ago, it was called Stay in Front of Your Crap. By staying in front of that crap, by making those decisions, forcing yourself to become a little bit uncomfortable every single day is going to prevent that giant mountain from adding up. Now, when I read here, honestly, I feel like I could talk for hours because there's so much great stuff that I'd love you to, that I'd love to share and love to talk about. The last thing that I'm going to touch on is that of excellence. Now, when I first started speaking and when I first started thinking of the fact that, hey, I want to start sharing a message, the initial idea that I had was a program called Addicted to Excellence, because of this standard of excellence that my parents had instilled in me at a young age, and that to me is just the norm. It's the norm. As a person, I believe you're supposed to maximize every single ounce of being in your body. That I believe it, period. If you're not doing it, I believe you're not living up to your end of the bargain. So I'm addicted to this standard of excellence. Not saying I achieve it in every single thing I do. My wife, my family, my friends, they can point out a million instances when I don't. But it's that mentality, it's that mindset that this is how I'm going to live. And the author, and again, we're talking about NBA athletes mostly, that's who he references. He says, no matter how many years I'm in the business, I still shake my head at pro athletes who can't make the decision to commit themselves to excellence. Commit yourself to excellence. What does that mean? What does it mean to commit yourself to excellence? How can you today at 5:37 in the morning or whatever time you're watching this video, commit yourself to excellence? I'm going to riff here and I'll give you several examples. You can smile because that's going to make someone else's day. That's excellence. You can get up early. You can read. You can hold the door for people. You can watch what you eat. You can exercise. That's 6 right there. Commit yourself to a standard of excellence. And what that's going to do is it's going to have a ripple effect. So there's a book called The Power of Habit. And The Power of Habit talks just about that, the power of habit and how habits shape everything you do in your life. And it talks about this idea of a keystone habit, meaning one small habit in your life that will have a positive ripple effect on everything else. And the reason I'm saying that is because think of that habit as excellence. If you commit to excellence, you just make a decision in your head, hey, I'm committing to excellence, standard of excellence. What does that mean? If you're running sprints, it means not cutting corners. If you're a professional, it means doing every task that you're assigned to do without cutting corners. If you're a father, it means spending time, quality time with your kids as much as humanly possible. But if you commit to that excellence right now, boom, I commit to it today. That's why I view these videos as so important, because it starts your day off on the right foot. Commit to excellence and it'll have a ripple effect, just like that keystone habit, in every single thing you do. So just to recap, again, I talk a lot about trusting your gut and your instincts. I've fallen on my face at times because of trusting my gut, but I put in the work, I put in the preparation, and that's on me. I understand it and I'm okay with it because I earned the right to do it. Trust your gut and instinct, but you got to put in the work first. The second one, just do it. Someone should trademark that. Just do it. You got to take action. If you let one decision turn into 2, turn into 3, turn into 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, you're now standing at the base of a mountain, think, oh man, I cannot attack this day. It's too difficult. Okay, I'll just go watch TV. You don't want to do that. Just do it. Take action. Get those little things done every day. And the last thing, what you can walk away from this video, commit yourself to excellence. Just today. Commit yourself to excellence. Start today. Don't blame, don't complain, and don't make excuses. That's what I would say to you. I appreciate you stopping by. It's now 5:40. You're ready to kick the crap out of the day. I will be back tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. And as always, please check myself, my partner, my co-host, Dred, and I out at charlie-brenneman.com or on iTunes, A Fighter's Mindset, the Spaniard podcast, where we commit ourselves to excellence and we try to brush that off on you. So have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.